And you guys are live. And you guys are live.
Good morning, everyone. Today is August 19th, 2022. It's 11 a.m. Welcome to East Hampton Village Board meeting. If we could stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Morning, June. If you could do a roll call.
Sure. Mayor Larson,
Here.
Deputy Mayor Minardi. Here. Trustee Melendez. Here. Trustee Amadon. Here. Trustee Doyle. Here. Marcos Belladron.
Here.
Vinny.
Here.
And Lisa Perillo.
Great, thank you. First thing, I just have a couple of announcements. One is the annual East Hampton Fire Department's fireworks will be on Saturday at Main Beach, starting at around 7 o'clock. Nancy Atlas will be performing, and then at dark will be the fireworks. So hopefully everybody can join us. We're all set up there, Drew, right? We'll have lifeguards on duty until dark. The summer gala, the East Hampton Village Foundation Summer Gala, will be at 6 p.m. at the Maidstone Tennis House on Maidstone Lane. Tickets are still available and available at the door. So hopefully you can join us for that. It's casino night theme. It's a lot of fun. It's casual dress. So it should be a fun night. Hugh King, you're up first.
Thank you.
Well, I was looking through the local newspaper in 1948, and I came upon something that I had forgotten about or I didn't know. Guess what we were talking about in August of 1948 in the village? Whether to annex Georgica to the village. In 1948, Georgica was not part of the village. So they had an election. They were going to have an election. The voters in East Hampton Village would decide whether to have Georgica become part of the village. And where did they have the election? At Village Hall. Where was Village Hall in 1948? 27 Main Street, where Brown, Harris, and Stevens. The village moved in there in 1946. Now, it was not going to increase the taxes of the rest of the people in the village. That's the first selling point. The second selling point was that the people in Georgica did not want sidewalks. They did not want street lighting. They did not want gutters, but they did want the roads taken care of. The 3 miles of roads. Also, Georgica Pond was in this area. Now, why would people be against this? Zoning, all right? There were people who did not like zoning who were in the village. So they had the election. And you know what the vote was? 154 to 144. It passed by only 10 votes. And that's how Georgica became part of the village of East Hampton. Okay? Now, the next time we meet, we'll be talking about Dr. Frederick Russell. I believe Mrs. Lester has the phone number I gave her of Dr. Russell's daughter, granddaughter, who still lives in the village. Okay, we'll do that at the September meeting. Okay, and finally, I want to thank the village for getting right on it, the village administrator and the mayor and the board, to name the garden after Home Sweet Home, after my wife, Loretta. There'll be a memorial on September 29th at 3:30 at Home Sweet Home Museum. Be there or be square. Thank you.
Thank you, Hugh. Did LTV, right? You had a couple things to apologize for?
Oh yeah, no. Full crucifixion, I thought so. What's going on is that right now we've had a few times where we've had audio dropouts in some of our meetings. That's mainly due to the fact that there's an internet connection issue in this room. It's better on that side of the room, but when we have a lot of people here, it just continues to drop off. And it's also hard to tell because it's summer. We're having a ton of people out here. So there are those issues that we are troubleshooting right now. And the other thing aside from, but that is being taken care of. We talked to the IT people, and they will be putting in a wireless access point. So from there, we will continue to refine the system. The second part would be for the remote meetings. Right now, we try to look into a few different options for doing the meetings live and broadcast remotely. We ran into a few issues, mainly because of the fact we'd have to use mobile carriers. And I can't reliably say that the meetings would work especially in the summer, when we have a bunch of people here on our network. But what we'd like to talk about is, instead, for the meetings to go remotely, is kind of do it like we used to do back in the day with the Montauk Town Board work sessions, which was we send a person out there, they have their camcorder, they have some mics on the tables, and it's recorded. And then afterwards, it's broadcast. And that way it's taken care of, all for open meetings law, and as long as it's properly noticed, of course. So that's about it.
Yeah, no, I think that sounds fine. The, like the first meeting is going to be at Village Hall. That obviously has Wi-Fi Optum. Can
Sure.
you do that one live or not?
Yeah, I can give it a shot to do that one as a live meeting, but I'll probably have a camera there as just a straight backup.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I think most locations will have Wi-Fi.
It's hard to say whether the Wi-Fi will be stable.
Right.
So that's the real problem that we run into.
So why don't we just do it, the
Straight
way,
camera for a while.
straight camera,
One of the things
record it, then replay it.
One of the things I am looking forward to is, in the next year or so, we were looking at Starlink as a possible option, which I think is pretty great technology.
Right.
But the problem is when I look at their coverage map, East Hampton Village is officially not covered by it. So I can, in good conscience, recommend it.
Okay.
So that's where we're at.
All right. No, that's fine.
100%.
The public will still be invited.
All right.
We'll still notice it. And it'll be just like the old days.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
fine.
All right. Thank you.
Which is kind of appropriate because we're going to be in historical locations. So
There you go. There you go. I don't have parchment though. So not that. All right. Is there any other questions or concerns?
no.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. All right, Marcos?
I think the next presentation is Susan Raybold. She's via Zoom.
We're
She'll be let in.
venting her in now.
So why don't you just tell everybody what it's about, Billy,
Can you give a
what this is about?
Sure. So Cityscape is a consulting company from down south. I believe they're in Florida and South Carolina, North Carolina. Their focus or emphasis is on wireless study and management of wireless facilities for municipalities and governmental agencies. They're very experienced in developing regulations to govern wireless communications. And right now, our village code and our zoning code specifically lacks any regulations pertaining to wireless facilities. We've been able to get by without it, but as the population increases and there's going to be more demand for wireless facilities, it would be appropriate for the village to engage in a professional to help us develop and help us regulate wireless facilities. Cityscape is currently employed by the town of East Hampton. They're developing a wireless study for the town, and by utilizing Cityscape's services, some of the information that has already been gathered for the town study can be duplicated for the village. So we're actually saving a little bit of cost in that respect. And they're familiar with the town and with the facilities already. So I think they would be a good fit for the village. So Susan's here to present, explain Cityscape in more detail, present their proposal, and answer any questions that the board has.
Great.
Is it my turn?
Yes, hi.
Yes, good morning. Hi, I'm Susan Raybold with Cityscape. I'm going to share my screen to pull up my presentation. And
Give me 1 sec on my end.
okay, let me know when you can see it.
We're good on our end.
How's that?
Okay,
Yes.
fantastic. Thank you. Well, as Billy was saying, Cityscape Consultants is based in Florida. We do have offices in North Carolina and in Washington, D.C. And we work exclusively to serve local governments on wireless communications. We have a national presence, and we don't work with any industry to do like site acquisition. We don't own any towers. We don't build towers. We don't have a wireless service that we sell for subscription. We just work with local government in the niche market of wireless communications and making sure that what local governments are doing is consistent with the federal and state statutes that in their codes that are provided for by those documents. And we do site reviews, we do master planning, we can help with lease negotiation. And with regards to what we're doing in the town of East Hampton, we do a lot of independent reviews of their personal wireless facility applications for new towers, for equipment modifications on existing structures. And we are doing a wireless master plan, which I'll talk a little bit more about. We are also looking at their lease documents to see if they are consistent with current terms. And we've done a lot of public workshops to help educate the community, including a wireless poll where we gathered information concerning what the citizenry is interested in seeing as far as new infrastructure goes. When we do our site reviews, we are comparing them to previously approved documents to make sure that they're consistent with any perhaps zoning conditions that may have been on an original approval. We're making sure that the construction drawings match the structural analyses that's provided. We make sure that you're following the shot clock standards from the Code of Federal Regulations. And we're making sure that their RF compliance statements are provided and that they're current. When we do our master planning, the first thing we do is an inventory of the existing sites. So as Billy mentioned, we've done the inventory for the town of East Hampton. So I'm pretty sure we've captured all of the sites for the village and around the village, but I would need to double check that and make sure that we didn't miss anything. And once we've mapped all the sites, like the map shown here on the left, we then do a simulated propagation coverage map. And we use a theoretical mapping program that simulates what the industry's footprint would look like. We don't have all the proprietary information that the industry uses, but we do use antenna configurations and antenna types and density outputs that would come really close to their footprint. And we're not so much looking to see where the coverage is, but we're trying to concentrate on where the coverage is not, because that's an indicator to us where the industry is going to need infrastructure in the future. And then once you know that, you can be proactive in your planning on filling those gaps. So for example, this map in the middle is showing the propagation from the existing small wireless facilities and macro cells. And the yellow indicates where you have in-building coverage and outdoor coverage. Then as you transition to the green, that's primarily outdoor coverage and not necessarily indoor. These blue areas are predominantly outdoor. And then where there is no coloration, those are your main gaps. So for example, looking at this particular client's propagation map, we see this big hole here. We know that the industry is going to need more infrastructure there. We see degradation of service in this area, this area. So once we have that information, we then also compare it to the census data. And we look at the number of people per household per square mile in those areas to add capacity to that coverage scenario. And then that really helps us project the number of sites we think you're going to need and where you're going to need them. And then from there, you can build that into your ordinance. Let's see. So we take all that information and we compare it to your existing code. And we want to know if your existing code has created any barriers to entry. And if it is creating a barrier to entry, then we certainly want to address that. And then we look at code updates that are required per the Code of Federal Regulation. A couple other options and services that are included in your contract is an inventory of your existing sites. So that map that I showed you with all those dots represent antenna, whether they be on an existing utility pole, whether they be on an existing tower, whether they be part of an architectural feature like this church that you have in the village where the infrastructure is. We take all that, we build it into this catalog so that you can have readily available information on those specific sites. So if another service provider comes in and they want to go in the general vicinity, you can inquire as to why they're not going here first to promote co-location. And if you ever need to contact anyone about that particular site, we have that information for you. If you have a GIS database, then we can also give you these map layers once we're done with them, and you can use them for your purposes as well. So let's take a look at the contract that we've proposed. We start off with a review of your existing regulations and familiarize ourselves with your development standards. And then we do an assessment of the existing infrastructure. And you can see there is no fee for that because I'm pretty sure that we've captured your existing infrastructure, but we will compare our knowledge base with yours and see if anything is missing. And if there is, I'll come up and do those assessments before we do your inventory catalog. The inventory catalog is also at a reduced fee because we've already got the template for the village, or excuse me, for the town of East Hampton. And so we would use that for the village and have that data pretty much readily available. And then from there, we will do your own propagation mapping specific to your census data and your zoning and your development pattern for the village. And then we will present that information to you, and we'll provide a public workshop with that and take commentary. Then we'll receive your comments and questions, and we'll go back and put together a final document for you to have that is specific for your community. So that was a lot of information in a short period of time. I'm happy to answer any questions about what we do and what we're doing and what's proposed.
I know that you didn't have the information right in front of you. Are you aware of any sites that are proposed for the village? Any?
I don't know not off the top of my head. I would imagine though that you're going to see, I know that the small wireless facility build out has started along the Montauk Highway. And I would imagine that you're going to see small wireless facilities from there transition into the village in your right of ways if you haven't already. It's been, so the last time I was out there was this winter or early spring, and I didn't drive necessarily through the village to see if I noticed anything that had been built yet. But I would certainly do that before we finalized any mapping.
Okay, great. Billy, are you aware of anything that's
No, we don't have
proposed?
any, no, there's no pending requests for wireless facilities. We have received inquiries, but nothing formally submitted yet.
So does your company look at I mean, obviously you find out where dead spots are and things like that. As far as the village is concerned, we have some dead areas, if you will. Has that been looked at as for how to fix that?
Not yet. That's what this study would be. We're doing an overview for the town. But if we come in and do a contract with the village, we'd be far more specific for just your community.
Okay. Does anybody have any questions? All right, I guess that's it. Thank you.
All right. Have a nice day.
So, well, while we're on the subject about cell service, did you want to bring anything up, Carrie, or, just that, no?
About that,
Well, just are there any I know we looked at it a while ago.
The antennas, yes.
The antennas on poles has there been any follow-up on that, Billy, at all? Or
I don't know what you're, what,
we had a presentation about 6-7 months ago about putting smaller antennas, like 5G antennas on just regular telephone poles or lighting poles.
It was light poles. And we also asked about to put in the building. So we were waiting for a rendering of how would that look.
Okay.
So we just have to follow up on that one.
All right. All right. Anybody else have anything on this subject before we move on?
I think this is important because my phone doesn't work anywhere.
I know.
And a lot of people say the same thing. And we get a lot of people in the summer. The one thing I would like to tell this company is that we have a major disparity between cell service in the summer and cell service in the other time of the year and weekends as well. So, I'm sure that they know that, but, I'll get service in the winter, no problem. But in the summertime on a Friday or afternoon,
Yeah.
nothing.
And it's a safety issue too. So we have to get that fixed.
Yeah.
So I will follow up with that company and see what happens.
Okay. All right. Next thing we have, I'm going to turn it over to Sandra.
Okay. So we have Enrique Cabrera, if you want to step up. This is something that came up to me. I met this great artist at a dinner, and we came with this idea of for him to be the first of many to put an art installation, beautiful sculpture in the village village hall lawn. So we're here just to hear a presentation of who he is. And we should make a decision as a board if we want to start something like this, and maybe he'll be the first of many artists. He's a local artist. He has been, his art has been all over the world. It would be a great exposure for the village of East Hampton, of course, for his art. And also, I think the first of many, if we agreed upon this. We just have to, if Enrique, you want to talk a little bit about your art? That would
Yeah, can
be
you step
really-
up? And does LTV have any of his art loaded from the agenda?
I do not.
No? Okay.
Okay, thank you so much for the invitation, Mayor Sandra. My intention is in all my projects, I worked with for 20 years, 25 years, and I am restored sculpture. I make a many exposition in the world. Now, my most important project put Cinco de Mayo in New York, and the most important points in Meatpacking District. El Toro de Oro is the name. El Toro de Oro is a big sculpture in bronze lingot, with represented the force with the new generation in the world. Fusion with the Meatpacking District, the old village district, the meat, the bull, new modern bull, and the top, the butcher block. And I can put this, okay, sorry. And 1 week after the unveiling del Toro de Oro, in the press, world press, 355 million impressions in the world. 1 month after 1.2 billions, okay? Now, 4.2 billions. 4.2 billions. It's crazy. What happened with this thing? The Forbes, New York Times, New York Post, all press in the world speak with the bull. I remember in Forbes, the watch out, the Wall Street bull, the new bull, I think it's good option for East Hampton. I live in Bridgehampton, okay? Coming soon, come to East Hampton. I love East Hampton. I have many opportunities for put my bull, but this village is signature for what? For it's in the middle, all people come to Montauk, all Long Island is a specific place, no? And I'm happy for the relation with the Sandra, with the mayor in the last 1 month. Yes, I think it's good opportunity for all local artists for take auctions for the many artists in the world, many artists in local artists, no? But the artists, I need the one push it for see, it's good option, put my art, and los artistas necesitan ver, ¿no?
The artist needs to see
Yes.
everything that.
And El Toro is a great piece.
I have a picture if you want to see it.
¿No pueden verlo?
Yes, please.
Yes, sorry. My intention is put this piece, the piece is here in Hampton. The unveiling that this piece is in the art fair, Hampton's Fine Art Fair, is the signature with the fair, the bull. It's a big piece, same the middle of the table, height 7 feet, weight 7 feet, long 16 feet. No? It's a stainless steel. The name is the Platinum Bull. It's the big brother with the El Toro de Oro in New York. 2 weeks ago, I go to the most important auction in Capri with UNICEF. I am ambassador in UNICEF, ambassador in Rome, ambassador in Amfar. Okay, the next week go to Amfar for put auction the small bull. I put all money in the auction, 625,000 euros, this size. Okay, I told with Sandra, why not for the next year make a one molino? ¿Cómo se dice molino?
Windmill.
Windmill, yes, and put for gift for the village. Okay, it's good for the kids, and one new design in stainless steel with the kids can access in the se pueden meter al molino, no? Sorry for my English, super malo. No?
It's all good. So one of the things that I was also talking to you is that this is not going to cost a penny to any of the village tax residents. Enrique is willing to put in the art. It's just going to be temporary. It's going to be a month, 2 month. And it's he's carrying all the costs of moving the bull to the place where we decide to put it. So I think we just should see if the board is in agreement to put it
The
on.
village no need pay nothing. The bull is here. I have my team. I need a big crane for moving the logistic. Only I need close the street for half hour for
Right.
put the bull. And
Jody, do you
It's-
have
it's a-
do you have a photo of the bull? Perfect. Thank you.
no, this is the bull, the meat packing district bull.
That's the one in the meat packing.
Yes,
district.
this is the meat packing. It's important. With the neighbor in meat packing, when I start this project, the neighbor told, oh, Enrique, only you can opportunity to put your artwork for 1 week. Okay. When you need more time, you need this. Okay, permits, insurance, many things, no structural. Okay, I work in this thing. Okay, Enrique, it's good. You can put the bull for 1 month. Okay, 4 months, 6 months. Okay, this. Okay, no problem. No, I work. I'm ready. I make all things, all structural plans, todo. Okay. Okay, make the most important day for unveiling, okay, 5 de Mayo. All exposition is important, have a 1 start unveiling and 1 finish the exposition, okay? And meat packing start in 5 de Mayo, finish in Labor Day, okay? Now I have many options for the president in Madrid, Spain. Enrique, please take your bull, put here, it's a great, you take in Google, El Toro de Oro, New York, my bull first and the Wall Street bull abajo. it's crazy. Wow. No, you check, no?
I don't know if they have the.
Jody, do you have the other bull?
It's in the package.
It could take me a sec to bring it up.
So
Okay.
¿Te lo puedes pasar, Ana?
Yeah, it's in the packet that,
it's in the packet.
Okay, give me 1 sec.
It's super important. The most important platforms with art in the world, the most important is Artsy. Okay, Artsy is no Mickey Mouse. Artsy is real real art, no? And when artsy normally speak with the art pieces, never speak with the artist. In the last 3 months, artsy make 3 articles with me with the great exposition in the world. I am the first artist, Latin, Mexican, make a one exposition in the Louvre, Paris, and the Antibes Picasso. The unique artist make a one exposition in the Certosa de San Giacomo, is the big old monastery, and make exposition, and plus put an auction, and plus sold in 625,000 this size. Okay? And now I work with my bull, the last edition, all my edition, I make 7 pieces. The last piece, put in amphar. I work with the amphar for sold in 1.4, okay? And I think it's good exposition, put the bull here for the word speak with the bull. Many people, I know, it's Hampton, yes, in Long Island, a little town, blah, el mayor is good, okay? But
He's right about that.
yeah. But many people know what is East Hampton. Okay. Create a connection with the El Toro de Oro, with my art. It's a good opportunity working together, no? For many people see what is East Hampton. Okay. East Hampton is when put the El Toro, the same place in New York. Okay. Many people come to see the bull. No, I think it's good opportunity for together. No.
So if the board decides they want to do this, what are you thinking as far as when and how long?
Okay. When? Now I have the bull in the hand. It's in the bull in my truck. I don't discover the parking for taking my bull in the. No. Okay. I thought with Sandra, this moment is good moment around this week with the many success in the village. Tomorrow is the gala. It's close the Labor Day. No. The bull is here. The bull is in my house. Now the bull is in Southampton Polo Club after the
see it on the screen
presentation in the art fair. After the presentation and the art fair.
Yeah, go ahead, Jody, if you could put it up.
Yes.
Can you guys see that?
Yes.
It's only the bull. No.
Not you. You don't come with it.
No, me. Yes. Yeah, it's you see the piece in life is.
Does it come on the platform or does it come like that?
This is the platinum only.
Yeah, la plataforma.
First piece.
No, does it stay on that platform or is it just staying?
No. It's it's in the platform.
Okay.
With the history is in the top with the platform. It's in the platform for
Very
this
cool.
put in my house, but the piece is in the platform.
Right.
But okay, the platform I have a lights solar system, and the night is wow, it's an amazing view. All people is super happy with the bull. Oh my God, it's a show. It's big show. No, and the people, I have the connection with the New York Meatpacking District. And the unveiling, the mayor Eric Adams go for the unveiling, the embassy with Mexico, embassy the USA, director de Cultura in New York. It's a lot of work for the unveiling the El Toro de Oro. And I don't know, maybe put the bull soon and 2 months, 3 months, and you see what is the people. Oh, I love the bull. Okay. Oh, no, I like the bull. Okay, no problem. No.
Okay.
And
So a minimum of 2 months would be what you would like to see.
I think it's good.
I mean, if people love it, we could keep it longer, but if it's
The people,
not so liked,
yes, the people love it. No sé.
So we have to
Well,
vote.
well, we have to talk about,
What?
Can I ask a question?
Yes, yes.
Is it on public or private property in New York?
The public.
Public property, and what was the process for them to select you to put that on that property?
Okay, I make a one proposal with the neighbor. It's crazy work for 1 year, okay? But in the middle with the meatpacking, the bull is Rolex, Hermes, Gucci, Prada, Lucy, Tesla, the most important brands. And okay, I paid 3 million a year for my space. For what this guy only put your bull for free, no? It's many meetings for accept my bull. And I create a great expectative with my bull, a great project with the neighbor, the butcher block, the history, the new bull, and the metal with is all the neighbor and meatpacking is many old bronze metals, no? The board meatpacking super happy. Okay, for the board is perfect. Only I need send the presentation with the owners, with the directors, with the brands, all directors, all people super happy for the situation. And the unveiling in 5 de Mayo, and the festival flowers, 3.7 million people walking around with the bull. It's exactly in the Restoration Hardware, New York, meatpacking, you know, in the middle of the street. And no it's private property, it's public.
yeah, I think Trustee Doyle is just referring to, is there any problem, Vinny, with only offering this to one person as opposed to
Yeah.
putting it out like a,
Then before, have there been other artists in that area before? Are you the first that was in the meatpacking?
I am the first artist in the history in meatpacking put a one public art.
And did you have to get approval from all the stores around?
Yes, yes.
So all the store owners approved it, and then the New York City approved it, or?
I needed I show you what I create a one great PDF with the whole process.
correct, yeah. Yeah, we're not putting it in on the sidewalk or anything, yeah.
What are we doing?
I'm just saying, village property is not necessarily public property.
Mhm.
This is the unveiling in the processes with New York
Okay.
.art. Yes, it's the same company made the permits for create a building with 100 floors. It's the same company with other my permits for my pool.
Okay.
All right, so does anybody, I guess, it's really going to come down to the board needs to discuss it. So does the board have any questions for Enrique before he leaves? And then we can discuss.
The lights, they're aimed at the ball.
It's around the bull and the butcher block.
Okay, is it possible to disconnect them, just in case we do have legislation, dark skies? Just want to make sure that we can.
It's so,
Sí, se pueden conectar las luces si alguien dice, no son muy bright, ¿verdad? ¿Cómo son?
no, solamente es una luz como marca la silueta del toro.
It's a
Yes.
light that marks
Sí, sí, super sutil. Yes.
super soft.
No, no, es,
Not a bright light.
no. Es, no, bright light.
At night, or?
It has solar power lights that lit up the silhouette of the bull, soft lighting, not a bright light.
Which can be shut off, he said.
And se puede apagar, ¿verdad?
Sí, solo las quito.
Yeah, he can take them off if it bothers anybody.
See, I think,
Is this something that, sorry, is this, I mean, you were saying it brought millions of people in. Is this something that if it were in East Hampton, people would be coming to park and get out and look at? Or is it something
Ayúdame, Sandra.
like is it
Sí,
is it an attraction?
Yeah.
Is it
Okay,
an
so
attraction that people are going to come,
si es-
park their car, go
si
look
es-
at the bull?
Si es algo que la gente va a venir y parquear el vehículo y bajarse y ver el toro, o si es algo que la gente va a pasar por ahí y entonces van a caminar o lo que sea. Si va a traer gente de todos sitios. es la
Claro.
pregunta de ella.
Okay, when artsy make article, okay, I put the bull, I have my press release to send you for the newspaper. And, in many newspaper, I create a great history. Watch out, the new Platinum Bull in
Small, yeah, and a big
In East
field too.
Hampton.
in East Hampton for exposition, blah, 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 blah. No, it's only okay, put the bull, bye. Okay, one time in 3 months come, no, it's work for the,
Right.
yes, for the people come to see the bull, the people in the plate, I make one special plate for create a hashtag for the people come to photo or the tourists.
So
You
it
make
is an
tourists,
attraction, es una atracción.
turismo is good for the village.
Yeah.
Tourism is good for the village.
So I think that the board is a little asking all these questions because we've never done this before.
I know.
And this would be our first one. And we would also then want to offer this to other people if we decided to allow you to do it. And this one is a very, flashy, large, for the first one. So I think that's why everyone's asking a lot of questions and there's a little hesitation. So,
Well, my hesitation is just in August. We're so saturated already. I don't know if we want to bring more people into the village and where do they park?
Well, it wouldn't be for August because if it were to start soon, it'd be gone in a couple months. So
It's gonna be
it
from,
wouldn't be here for next August.
Right, but they
Oh,
want
no,
to take this
let's say-
August.
August is already
They
done.
can't get it in before Labor Day.
Oh, I thought they were. wanted it in this
Well, we
weekend.
wanted it sooner than later because, right, we want the summer crowd to see it too, and I don't think it's either go big or go home. I think having a bold startup would create more buzz for other artists that are known to come and local artists that would want to do the
This is the
exposition.
beginning for the local artists. See, oh my God, look this.
Right.
Who is the artist? Enrique Cabrera. Wow.
Well,
I
I-
can.
I like the idea. The location is where we have a little separation on the, where to put it. And thinking forward, after your sculpture, there's going to be someone else. So we want to pick the right place to display the art because it'll be not just for you, but it'll be for future artists.
Yes.
If I may, the next few months coming up are going to be pretty great for the art scene out here because you also have the Hamptons Film Festival, which takes place primarily in the East Hampton Village
True.
because of Guildhall and then United Artists. And you can kind of think of it as far to address your concern of additional foot traffic. You can also think of it kind of like the same way Sag Harbor thinks of Harbor Frost or any of their things. They usually put them in the shoulder seasons, in the shoulder months of the summer season.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with Chris. I think if we approve this, it'll be Labor Day weekend before it really goes in. That would be the,
Yes, with the mailing maybe in Labor
Yes.
Day.
right.
Labor Day or
Right
like
before,
¿cómo?
right, just the weekend, right before Labor Day, weekend. after
Yes.
Labor Day.
Now is good time for tomorrow. I think you have the Villas a gala, a special
Right.
gala. Okay, it's good time for the maybe exponerlo, comentarlo, invitar a la gente, ¿no?
Good time to expose it or to tell people to come and see it.
Tomorrow.
No, we're not putting it tomorrow, just to announce it, like
Oh, I see.
if we choose a
Yeah.
date or
The other
something.
thing I'd say is, there's always site prep work affiliated with the project.
Right.
So
Yeah.
Site prepreparation.
Right.
So that's going to take a little time too.
Okay.
Keep that.
Right.
I'm
Or-
not Dave Collins.
Any legal issues that you see?
Public, there's always been public support for the arts in this country and in this state in particular. We can talk about how you want to proceed going forward. This would kind of be like a pilot project to see how it works.
Right.
If it's appropriate and if it works at all. And if it does, then we can set up, select an appropriate selection committee or some process going forward for other people to submit and be waiting for.
Nice.
Why wouldn't we do it before this, do a selection?
Because now you're talking a year away.
Yeah,
But what's the urgency?
there's no urgency, but if we have it and it's not costing anybody and we can do this, it would open the door for more people to come by.
Exactly.
It's like the beginning, a pilot program. It's not like he's more special than anybody else. It's like
He
if we
approached
were-
us,
He
yeah.
approached us, we're trying to do this, get it done, and then everybody else can come, and whoever it's approached is more than welcome, so we can do it.
Yes, now is
there
the
forever.
perfect time for the timing for what? For the bull is here. Maybe the next month, the next week, I make a one with Spain. Okay, the bull go to Spain, and okay, Enrique. Okay, I need pay for $35,000 for the chip with the bull. You know?
Right.
And it's the perfect time for all success around with the far the you
Did you show him the
Venice.
different locations then?
I did, I haven't showed him gardeners, but
Okay.
we can talk.
Mike,
Yo creo que, ¿por qué no lo ponemos
I
ya?
spoke to the mayor about a possible location of the art, and that we have right down the street, which
Gardeners?
Yeah.
which might lend itself more to the art world, bring people there. There's a parking lot, and also even the getting it set up and breaking it down wouldn't be such a stress on the village.
Where is this, Chris?
Right off James Lane.
Let me just,
You know, the Gardner Mill Museum between the museum and the windmill.
And would we ask the neighbors, would we get approval from them?
No, no.
He said in New York, when they placed it, they got approval from all
There was
those.
public property.
but this is an art installation and an art, yeah,
Yeah. Our village property is different from that.
No, I think that would just open
I
up.
need the approval with the village.
Yeah.
The village is.
so nosotros vamos, we're gonna make a decision and we're gonna let you know.
Yes, yes,
Thank you for being here.
yes. And the most important in all projects is the history in the beginning. In the bull, I have a great history. And I am happy with the East Hampton is part with the great history. Okay.
Got it.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Ciao.
Thank you.
So that's one of the locations we can look into, the gardeners, or the other location that we were looking at.
Yeah, I mean, I looked at Village Hall and the size of this was 16 feet by 7 feet by 7 feet. I think Village Hall would be,
And the,
it would be a
parking-
little overwhelming, I think, there.
and the parking.
And the
And if
parking.
it did attract a lot of people, which it sounds like it will, I don't know if we want
All
that
that.
kind of foot traffic around Village Hall.
Well, plus it'll also bring, if you put it up at the Gardner, it'll bring more attention to the museum.
Yes. I think.
I don't know.
I
have one
photo with the lights. You can see
What's that?
with the lights.
Yeah, yeah. Step up. You could just show the
Trustees.
trustees. That'd be great.
I think I had it.
Three lights in my phone. It's only for reflection. No?
And that's the bull, right? That's it. Yeah.
Did you see?
It's very,
Show it.
very cool.
Sandra, I would also offer the park itself near Newtown Lane. I mean, we can handle the
Newtown?
traffic better if this is really going to bring a certain amount of people, and then we don't have to worry about the residents. near
My
Gardner
only
Mill.
fear in the park is that the kids see it as a toy and start jumping on it, but if that's a location we want,
No, it's not.
What's going to prevent someone from jumping on it?
on a museum.
It would
If
need
you
some
have it
kind of
next to a museum, it looks more art,
Yeah.
nobody's gonna jump on it. But if you have it next to a playground, well, it gives the
Right, yeah.
impression. That was my
Yeah, I
only,
agree. Near an art museum might be a little bit more hands-off rather than in the middle of the park.
exactly.
Gotcha.
I think we should give it a go and just determine the location. I think Gardeners would be a better location at this time. And just to start there.
Yeah, I like the idea. At the Gardners.
I like that. I like that better than Village Hall.
Okay.
No, I don't like that. I think, I like the idea of art and, my family, I grew up in the art world, art business. But I feel like just us hastily picking an artist and putting it in the village right now when there's so much already contention about all the things we're adding to the village, I think it needs to be thoughtful. And I think there should be a committee to select it in a process rather than just putting one. I mean, I wish she was still here because I wanted to ask him if in the past there's been an artist, how they've done things like that. We do have a great history of artists. And I mean, I think this is a beautiful piece, but I think if we put it right where you're suggesting, I think we'll get a lot of pushback.
Sir?
I agree with Carrie. I feel I totally support the arts. I think this is a wonderful idea. I'm not sure if the timing is right. I like the idea of the shoulder season, like September, October. For me, I don't know why I don't want to attract more people to East Hampton right in August. I mean, you can barely get to the.
Well, it wouldn't be in August. It would start at the very end of August.
Right.
And by the time anybody knew about it, we'd be into September.
Right. I'd like to go over to the museum and look at the property and see which houses will be looking onto that.
It's just, you have a cemetery in the front, you have a museum to the side, a windmill. It's plain grass. Nobody's gonna be bothered about it. I think we should give it a go. It's a pilot program.
Houses there, though. You have Billy Gardner's house, Layla Strauss's
It's
house.
not like it's right next to the house, and we have events all the time in that museum. There's parking in the museum. It's not like it's gonna affect anybody.
And if it's between the museum and the windmill,
Exactly.
it's kind of blocked
Blocked
from,
by both of them. And it's not like it has huge lighting, it's just a silhouette lighting, or we can take away the light. But the windmill has light and no one is saying nothing about it, so I think we should go ahead.
Because they bought the house when the windmill was there.
The windmill lights are new. We just did that. Those
But they do
blue
it at
lights,
Christmas always, too.
yeah.
Are we voting on this right now?
Well, no, we're talking about it right now, but
And Herrick Park is not an option.
I don't think it's a good option because putting something like that next to a playground would give the impression it's another toy. And it would be, kids can get hurt, something can happen. I think art should be in a museum.
could you come back up? I just got a question for you. In the city, is it, in the meatpacking district, is it surrounded by anything to keep people away or off of it?
En la ciudad
Thanks.
Perdón.
tienes algo que como que lo proteja para que la gente no esté pegándose a él o la
No.
gente puede tocarlo.
No. The most important for me is the people take the piece. Que la gente lo
So
toque,
asking
lo
if-
sienta.
The
If
people-
our fear about the park,
This
is
is
kids
cheating.
were,
nuestro
I
miedo
love the
de
park
poner-
idea.
ellos quieren ponerlo en el parque y mi miedo del parque es que alguien venga, lo toque, se monte en él, haga algo, lo dañe.
No le pasa nada.
¿Tú crees que no? He says it doesn't happen nothing. So, ¿a ti no te molestaría
Just put
ponerlo
it
en
in
el
the
parque?
No,
I love
nada.
You can't break it.
No se
There's no
rompe.
houses, there's no, people drive by. I think it look cool.
I am happy with the people stop, take the car and touch.
Ask him what happens if somebody spray paints it or.
Yes, this is the intention. The people.
Just ask him, yeah.
Okay, ¿y qué pasa si alguien le pone spray paint? Porque dicen que pasó hace poco, eso no sé.
Se quita.
Se quita, se limpia, it cleans up.
I am restorer. Sorry,
Please,
I
you
make the
restore.
most important
All right, I just want
restoration.
to be careful, I don't want your art piece being ruined.
Yes, no problem. No, the pieces, all times, una granizada, a lo mejor, no va a pasar
Did you
nada.
discuss Herrick Park?
¿Tuviste el parque?
Sí, I like
¿Te
it.
gustaría en el parque?
El mejor lugar va a ser el que todos decidamos.
Okay. The best place is the
As a
place that
pilot
we all
program?
design.
Again, I want to say that I think this process, I don't know, this is like trustees deciding art, we have DRBs and things like that.
Not on our property.
Well, I mean, I feel like I appreciate the offer and I think it's a great opportunity. I wish there was more of a process,
But I think
it's a little hasty.
this is the process.
This is-
That's what we're talking about.
We're starting a new thing.
This is the process.
We are the process.
Yes, no es for sale. Es, yo lo
I
estoy
do too.
prestando.
Hablando del proceso de
Ah, okay. Yes.
So maybe going forward, we can have some sort of.
Always in the park, yeah. And then we, like the attorney was saying, that this is a pilot program. And then we set up a application process where people can,
Okay.
and
Gracias, Enrique.
Sandra, can you ask if there's any?
Sarah,
sharp
can you live
corners
with
or
the
is it, like,
park?
dangerous? There's no way
I
someone's
would
gonna
feel
get
more
hurt on
comfortable
this.
with it at the park. I just,
Say it again?
I would feel more comfortable with it in the park.
Yeah, me too.
I feel like that's, it's a gigantic space. There's no one that's going to be looking out on it. And I think it's a beautiful piece, but art is very subjective.
I'm
So,
sorry.
Okay,
No, I was laughing at Gary.
I like you in the park.
so
I think the park is a good idea.
It's more open for all people walking.
Parking, people can walk through, they can sit, they can look at it.
And we have events in the park. It'll draw a lot of people.
Yes.
The windmill, I understand that it's a museum. I just feel like
The
it's.
lighting's not a problem.
The park is nice, but my intention was create confusion with the windmill, the bull, and no. It's the windmill. It's
All right.
maybe in the park is the best option.
So everybody can live with the park.
okay, so lo vamos a poner. en el
Park it is.
Okay,
Thank you.
perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Only make the time,
Te quería preguntar si hay algo que sea o como esquinas que sea algo peligroso si alguien viene, un niño o algo, se puede hacer daño con el toro.
No, realmente no. O sea, bueno, te puedes hacer daño con este micrófono. No,
Okay, so
no, pero
And
No,
if
está
someone
bien.
climbs on it, is that a problem? Like,
Well,
So
we
that's
hope
summit.
That's on you.
I
Come
just
up
want to
with
make sure,
An agreement and
Okay.
because if there's a bull, someone's going to
Tranquilo,
climb
es
on
que
it.
sí.
Understood. And,
estamos
but
viendo
again, it's
cómo
not,
si alguien trepa, se monta en el toro o algo. Estamos tratando
yo
de ver
creo que
cómo puede
tenemos que,
evitar.
en la placa, I make, in the base, I make one special plate. Please no,
Okay, so
not take for your house my bull.
algo de eso. Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
Thank you.
so trustee Murray will do an installation.
Fair enough.
All right.
Before at the village.
Thank you very much.
Gracias.
You don't have to stay for the rest. So, thank you. Oh, all right. Congratulations. All right, so public comment. Anybody here would like to speak? All right. All right, we're gonna move into the agenda, June.
Okay. Little issue with the agenda. The version that was online is complete. The version in your packets is complete. The one I just gave you, the copier dropped the center page. So Deputy Mayor Minority, I stole your. All right. Resolution 204, approve claim vouchers for the month of August.
Landed at the end. Can I get a motion, somebody?
Motion to approve? Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried.
Number 205, approve budget transfer schedule, reference number 11 and 12 to close the 2021, 2022 fiscal year.
Motion approved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried.
206, approve warrants as listed.
So move.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried.
207, approve minutes from the meeting held on June 17th, 2022.
Second.
All in favor? Passed and carried.
208, approve departmental reports.
So move.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried.
209, approve 2022, 2023 tuition aid payments of $750 to the following 12 dependent children of village employees: Olivia Brabant, Madeline Brown, Cameron Downs, Jax Cantwell, Julia Erickson, James Foster, Sarah Morgan, Lilia Schaefer, Grace Terza, Tia Weiss, Daniel Wilson, and Mackenzie Wilson.
Second.
All in favor? Passed and carried.
210, approve the $19,983.26 purchase of 9 new Anova Lex 45 trash receptacles and 6 additional liners from Upbeat Site Furnishings.
Second.
All in favor? Passed and carried.
Number 211, approved $9,633.05 quote for additional pavement repair from South Fork Asphalt Paving Stone Construction.
So move.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried.
212, approve $19,861.10 quote for pavement repair from South Fork Asphalt Paving Stone Construction.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried.
Number 213, approve enrollment for 2 police officers in the TEX Basic Police Motorcycle Operator Training Course, September 12th through September 23rd. Cost of course is $4,690 total. Training budget account number A312046. And it would be 2 police officers.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried.
214, approve the SQL server monitoring service with GeForce data for the contract period of September 1st, 2022 through August 31st, 2023 at the cost of $6,985.
So move.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried.
215, approve the service contract with Integrated Wireless Technologies for the contract period of August 1st, 2022 to July 31st, 2023 at the cost of $6,288.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried.
216, approve the annual maintenance extended service plan for the Priority Dispatch System ESP agreement for the contract period of August 31st, 2022 through August 30th, 2023 at the cost of $7,680.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried.
217, approve the 5-year lease agreement with Axon Enterprise for 5 Taser 60-X26P and cartridges at the cost of $11,800 total.
So move.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried.
218, approve the $2,500 quote for a 30-foot aluminum flagpole from Lennon Flags and Flagpoles at the cost of $2,500.
So move.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried.
219, approve the disposal of 3 obsolete items to be deemed surplus. 1 printer, 1 desktop computer, 2nd desktop computer from Village Hall.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried.
Is that where my computer went?
No, we wouldn't throw yours out.
Just me.
Number 220, deemed surplus and approve the disposal of approximately 500 cubic yards of clean fill located at the DPW facility.
So move.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried.
Number 221, approve the East Hampton Fire Department's annual Main Beach Fireworks fundraiser scheduled on Saturday, August 20th, 2022, with a rain date of Sunday, August 21st, and will commence at approximately 8:30, and that says per the fire chief.
So move.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried.
Number 222, employ Francis Thomas Hammer as the 2022 lifeguard at 1650 and delete the following lifeguards from the roster: Juliet Angel, Carly Nunez, Christopher Sinque, Greg Enstrom, Cameron Mitchell, Justin Zorbo, Chloe Collette, and William Schlegel.
So move.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried.
223, resolved that the mayor or in his place instead the village administrator be and hereby is authorized to enter into contract with Arcadius US Incorporated for the disposal and replacement of firefighting foam, and be it further resolved that the village treasurer and or the village administrator be and hereby is authorized to make any and all appropriate transfers necessary and appropriate to effectuate the foregoing agreement regardless of object of expenditure.
So move.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried. Let me just explain what that is, or,
Well, Mayor, it's a culmination of your efforts since I know you came. You sought to rid the village of the use of a firefighting foam that's both obsolete and contaminated. This, like I said, represents the culmination of that, and after this work is done, that foam will be present in the village on any village at any village facility or any village.
Great. Is that it, June?
Two more.
Oh, two more?
Number 224, approve employee contracts effective retroactively to August 1st for Livia Ide, paramedic, 67,000, James P. Foster, amended to include overtime, public safety dispatcher 3, and Lorraine McKay, executive assistant, 75,000.
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried.
Number 225, approve $4.25 hourly rate increase to $29.75 hourly for Alexis Martinez, part-time Department of Public Works labor, effective August 18th, 2020, and that's as per Dave Collins' August 18th memo.
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried. We have one more add-on that the deputy mayor will announce.
Okay.
Hopefully I get this right. So I guess it would be resolution 226-2022 to approve new fire department members, Austin Brown and James Farrell, to the East Hampton Fire Department. Is that, Kenny, did I do that right? Does anything else have to say?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried. All right, we're going to go into executive session to speak about personnel and real estate. And if we have anything to reconvene about, we will let you know. Can I get a motion to close this meeting and go into executive session?
So move.
All in favor?
Aye.
Meeting is closed. I'm going to executive session. Hey, Dwayne.